I'm Brianna Rose with the Mill City Times, and I have the pleasure today of speaking with Ricci Milan, a talented dancer who's going to be starring in the show Who Brought the Humbug. Hi, Ricci. Great to have you.
Very excited to be here this morning. Very excited to be alive.
So, I'd like to start out with a little bit of background. How did the show start? I know it's been running for a couple years, and what is it about?
The show started when I moved back home, maybe 20 years ago. I moved to New York and Los Angeles, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and then Tokyo. And I was as a tap dancer. I'm a tap dance performer, and I was gigging and doing the thing. And I moved back home, and I thought I want to invite all my friends over to have a holiday party to celebrate being back, and all bringing my high school friends to my new artist friends, and kind of gathering a re-community of the situation. So we had the greatest party ever and got in trouble with our landlord at our new apartment. And then we continued with that. I continued with that holiday party every year. And then I met my wife years later, and she's like, we need a theme to the party. So she themed the party red and green. And then the party became a thing for all of our friends, and our friend circle grew. And somebody said, you're a theatrical guy. You make shows. Why don't you turn your party into a show? Because you got all these games and you got all these activities and things. It'd be really a fun show with dancing and music. So we turned it into that. And then somehow the theme of the downer at the party, the humbug, the Scrooge, became sort of a part of the theme. And then we wrote this story about who brought the humbug, and it became a full-on theatrical production. And we did it. We opened the Who Brought the Humbug iteration of the celebration at the Lab Theater 2 years ago, and then we did the Coles last year, and both those were all sold out. So it's been sort of a development of my interaction with the holidays and becoming a dad. As anyone that's become a dad, the way your imagination interacts with the holiday season, I think, is spectacular. Watching the holidays through your kid's eyes and remembering your kid eyes watching the holidays. So I think that had a big deal to do with how we created this huge production out of the whole thing. And it's been an amazing celebration of community and holidays and everything I love. So really excited to be doing it again.
It sounds like it's really evolved over time to be what it is today. Now, like so many events this year, Who Brought the Humbug is going virtual. And I'm wondering what inspired you or made you want to put in the time and effort that's required to put on a virtual holiday event when you could have just as easily been like, 2020, we'll skip it this year.
Right, totally. I thought about it. It crossed my mind to skip it this year for about 26 seconds. And then as a performer person, as a creative, dancer and just I rap, I've been putting on a show since I was 15, 16 years old. And if there's anything I've learned, it's that the world doesn't make sense to me. But when I'm putting on my shoes and there's somebody watching and you get the outfits and the music, it sort of takes people's attention away. And ever since this stuff started, I felt like a strong calling to do the work of bringing people back up, because people are down, whether it's financially, the health, someone in their families passed away. This is a time where we need art and entertainment more than ever, because that kind of helps get us up. There's so many feelings, thoughts, the political season, so much has gone on inside of us. And I think we have always looked to historically ancient civilizations, dance and music and the theater has helped us deal with all those anxieties and thoughts about humanity and the big picture and what is life. And when we can have this collective experience to sort of celebrate and make light of and have fun with and connect, connect, like all those lights on the tree, when they connect, they work. When one disconnects, they stop working. So I want to bring people together, and I wanted to find a way. So we built an incredible team of, I had to figure out how to build a website. We built this website. I had to find this server so it wouldn't crash. And we built this whole thing. And I said, I want to share the money. I don't want to just do it as though it's commercial enterprise, because we need artists to lead the way in how we reach out and use one opportunity to spread the love. So I had to build this infrastructure for this fundraiser thing. So any theater and dance studio around the country can join in. It's called the fundraiser ticket. So we split the ticket sales half and half with all these different art organizations. And I'm just trying to spread the love and make an amazing show and bring all these people together. And it also, we had to clear with the city and the state to do the COVID plan. So we got in the bubble, and we got our testing, and we got everything in place for that. And that was a lot of work too. And honestly, it's been the most work of any production I've ever put on in my life, all the way from creative to team to COVID restriction to venue. And I think, like all things, the more challenges and the more creative and collaborative ways you find to deal with those challenges, the more you find beauty and purpose in your journey. So we just hope to express that sentiment to people, and we hope we didn't do all this work for nothing and that people tune in.
That it sounds like a lot of work from the beginning to where you're at right now. The show is Saturday, December 12th. Is that correct?
The show goes live stream, so we got a 12 camera live stream shoot December 12th at 7:30. But if you buy a ticket and you're not able to watch it during the live stream will be most fun because you can interact. So you're sort of guiding the story and how these characters are interacting through your comments, and then there's a vote. So you're voting for who brought the humbug. You're always trying to figure out who done it, type of thing, which is really fun. And the kids can, gravitate toward that, and the old kids can too, because it's legit. It's pretty funny stuff. I'm saying it's like Saturday Night Live meets Sesame Street, but it's really funny. We've done a heck of a lot of creative work because we've been on Zoom a lot. So when you're on Zoom, it becomes more chat based and less music or dance based. So then we're really trying to build in new lyrics to these holiday classics and doing fun stuff. But the ticket stays live for 7 days. That's another fun part about it. So you can watch it live, and then it stays live as sort of an on-demand feature on our site for 7 days. And we built our own site for it, so you don't have to go to YouTube or look around the internet for it. It's humbug.show. So it's www.humbug.show or tickets.humbug.show. And if you go to our own site, everything's there, and that's where it all takes place. So it's pretty all-in-one package, so you don't got to surf the internet and do all that stuff.
Well, it sounds like not only are people going to see great dance performance, but it's also going to be very interactive and very, very different, very fun.
That's the idea. Hey, it has been a shot to the head, and a shot to the head this year has been rough on everybody. I don't know anybody that's had a beautiful year. They could say this has been a beautiful year, but you hear a lot of people talking about silver linings and stuff. And for me, it's like, well, we had to find a way to make this happen. And by the grace of God, we found a way to get all the pieces together, the team together, find it in our hearts to make it work. And this is what we do. We want to bring people up. We want to make people smile. We want to have fun. We want to dance with all our hearts. And I think when you see other people doing that, it makes you feel connected to them, like I was saying, and you get lit up a little bit and you say, hey, we can find a way and we can celebrate. And you get rid of all these distractions that are pushing you away from others, and you come to the people you love with an open heart. And you know that feeling when you come to people you love with an open heart, and that's a beautiful feeling, but it's so hard to get there at times. There's so much weight on you, and there's so many different distractions of your mind. So this is what we want to do, is clear those distractions for you, bring it to a fun spot, and let that spirit, let that Christmas Day with Ebenezer Scrooge sort of Merry Christmas, let that happen. We want to bring that feeling to life. So we're trying our best.
That is a beautiful feeling. And thank you so much for agreeing to come on and talk about the show. I'm very excited to see it, and I know our viewers will be as well. Thanks, Ricci.
Well, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for your viewers, and I'm thankful for you pursuing your mission during these challenges. So thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, much respect.